because my biggest fear would that they rub off on me. And the friends that I have now, I can count on one hand, and almost all of them are entrepreneurs. I say almost, they're all entrepreneurs, and they're all very high level entrepreneurs. And we basically stay in touch via text, and none of them live in the same state as me. All of my friends treat text like email, which is like we text and none of us have an expectation of response that's like, oh, I can't believe you didn't respond to my text for 3 days. It is super normal for each of my friends to have not responded to me and for me not to respond to them for days at a time. And none of us blow up and have a tantrum because we know the other person's busy and they'll get to it when they get to it. So with on the back end of that serious note, fun things did happen this year. And so I ended up buying acq.com, 3-letter domain from Yahoo. And so they had owned that since 1998 or 90, I can't remember. It was 96 through 98. They said they had owned it for like 26 years, something like that. And I finally was able to wrestle it from their grip. And so that was really cool. For those of you who are curious, it was $480,000 to buy the domain. I don't buy a lot of crazy shit, and I'm allowed to spend my money however I want to spend it. And I think acq.com is dope. And so on the back end of that, part of the reason I did that was because we just stood up ACQ Ventures. So really proud of that. It's primarily focused on SaaS and tech-enabled services. The reason that we're doing it is basically because our family office, which functions like a private equity, but it's a family office in that we don't have outside LPs or limited partners, people who give us money. So we don't have any people who give us money. It's all our money, which is why it's a family office. But in terms of the day-to-day, most family offices tend to be passive. We are very active in our investments, and we take significantly larger positions. And so we stood this up because we have a tremendous amount of people who are entrepreneurs who we meet through the various things that we do that would like investment, they would like help, but they don't want to necessarily hand over control or have that level of engagement. And so we stood up ACQ Ventures because there's just honestly a ton of demand for a different capital structure for our investments. And so it's very much the constraints concept where you have a weak link and this helps you see where you're the furthest behind so that you can kind of up level those things faster.